this video, we're going to talk about the main differences between the Lightning Network and the on-chain network. Now, it's important to remember that these two networks largely do the same thing. The main difference comes into play when you consider how fast the transaction is processed and the amount of transaction fees. Now, if you don't care per se about how much you're going to get charged in transaction fees and you don't care about how long it's going to take, then you would want to use the on-chain network. But if you want a faster transaction time and less fees, then the Lightning chain is the one you want to go with. Now, it's important to note that you cannot always use the Lightning chain depending on whatever wallet you're using. It goes on a case by case basis. Whichever wallet you're using, you're going to have to log in and go to your limits. Now, this is the main downside to the Lightning chain. It's faster and it has less fees, but depending on your wallet's limits, you're not going to always be able to use this option. You might be wondering, what do I mean by this? Let's say, for example, I'm playing and I win $1,000 and I want that all in one transaction right now. We're going to click claim your prize. We're going to enter the amount. Going to confirm. You're going to be prompted on this page to enter the address and select which network you want to use. For this example, as I said, $1,000 is our example amount. I'm going to be using Cash App because that's a popular wallet to use. So I already have my limits pulled up. The most important thing that we're looking at is right here at the bottom, the Bitcoin Lightning limits. We can see that Cash App gives us a $999 per week limit to send and receive. Now, of that $999, I only have 808 remaining. So, for our example, if I wanted that $1,000 right now, what I would have to do is go with the on-chain network. And the reason being is because it's over that limit. Not only is it over that limit, I only have $808 remaining to use. So, the main difference in between the two, like I said, is the time it takes for the transaction to process and the fee that you're going to be charged. However, it is crucial that you remember and take into account your account limits for whichever wallet you're using. Like I said, it depends on whatever wallet you're using, whether it be Cash App, Coinbase, Kraken, Strike, whichever, you're going to have to log in and make sure you verify your limits. Because if, for example, you choose the Lightning Network and you are over your limit, in our example, $1,000, when you log into BitCloud Sweeps and you go to process this, it will generate the invoice. However, you will not receive the money because when the invoice is being processed, it's going to get denied. And it's going to be denied because you went over that $999 per week limit. So, it is very vital, crucial that you remember and take into account what your Lightning Network limits are for whatever wallet you're using. This sounds like a lot of information to remember, and if you're worried about choosing which one to go with, you can always just default to the on-chain network. And the reason being is because the limits for the on-chain network are a lot higher than the Lightning network. As we can see with Cash App, Lightning is $999 per week, whereas the on-chain network is $10,000 per week. So, in the worst case scenario, if you feel like you can't locate that information, or if you feel like you might forget something, your safest bet is to just go with the on-chain network.